Hello, watch lovers. You know what time it is. And can you freaking believe it? Spencer's gone on the missing list. With me today is the ever gorgeous Kaylee.
Hi, guys.
Now, Kaylee, you noticed the name of today's show is the Dynamic Duo.
That's us.
That's because the boss has bottled it again and he hasn't come back.
He hasn't.
What is going on with the boss man?
I don't know if he's stuck there. I don't know if he never wants to come back. I don't really know.
I don't think he wants to be a YouTuber anymore.
I don't think he wants to be a boss anymore.
I think he's had enough of the whole game. Do you notice in the Dynamic Duo I made you Batgirl? Did you see that?
I would hope so. I am a girl.
I have to say, though, it does look like you're wearing a bit of some sort of like gimp mask.
Yeah, I did. Someone actually said in the office, it's not a great picture. I went, great, thanks.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm sorry about that. It's a little bit of
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, and I look a bit naff with a Robin mask on, but there we go. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday night and your taste of that watch guy London, who happens to be sunning his arse in Spain for another weekend.
Without that watch guy London.
But don't worry, we've prepared everything and we're going to have you on the go. Now, I did notice that on one of Paul's videos in the last week, he did make a little mention of Spencer having a little accident while abroad. And I was actually there. Spencer bought himself a gorgeous mountain bike, which he's not going to ride in the mountains. He's going to ride it on the beach, on the little, bus lanes or bike lanes. And he was chopping it along and misjudged the curb, took a flyer and took half his body off, up his arms and legs and knees and all the scrapes. But Spence, we hope you're in great shape. You're probably not watching tonight, so maybe...
I hope you're not catching a tan.
Yeah, catch us on catch up. Good evening to Josh Benson, Barry Cox, Matt H, 4CDs, Tim Jacks. Tim, pleased you enjoyed and got the moon swatch. Congratulations. Thank you. We did get the message back from the boys. Thank you for that. Good evening, Harvey, Kid Mambo, Uncle Jonga, Greggy Boy, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, we'll start it off so we don't forget, if you do like our channel,
please don't forget to upvote, comment and subscribe.
Like, subscribe and share. Kaylee, what's been going on at BQ Watches this week? Because I saw a Gringa video telling us that the market is crashing and it's crashing, and it sounded to me actually like a clickbait title. But tell me, how's the week been at BQ Watches? Because you're a real testament to what is really going on out there. What's going on?
I'm going to be completely honest. Last week was crazy busy.
Crazy busy?
Yeah. We were selling like big pieces, Daytonas, like small pieces, everything. That's not even an exaggeration. Everything across the board.
So people are taking advantage of some of the pullback in the grey market to
and also pick
up some pieces.
I wouldn't say it's crashing, in my own opinion. I mean, I work in it, so my opinion, it's not. I mean, people are still wanting to buy and people are still wanting to sell. It's just
as long as there's two-way trade. Then
exactly, they want to buy it at the right money. We want to buy watches at the right money. So
absolutely, so it's fair to everybody. Fantastic. What's on the wrist this week, Kaylee? Gata looks like a bit of a monster from here. What have you got on?
So I thought, you know what, Gav? Spencer's not here again. I want to take full advantage of this.
You have, haven't you?
I really have. I thought, you know what?
Actually, we have.
Yeah. No, we've really gone all out tonight.
Absolutely.
Boss isn't here. You know, the vault's there. What does he expect me to do?
Go on then.
I have gone, Gav.
You've gone large.
Go big or go home, hey?
Hey.
I have gone Sky Dweller Blue Dial.
That is an absolutely... I love this watch. And let's get that on a little close-up on my phone. There we go. What do we think about that on the blue dial? Let's see if I can get it in focus as well. Will probably help. I think that's an absolutely stunning piece.
Stunning.
Heavy on your wrist, Kaylee? Because I find
it's actually quite heavy. Yeah, but I love it. Yeah, it's the blue dial for me. I think it's just stunning. Yeah,
Kaylee, just very quickly, because I saw Uncle Jonga's just mentioned great result for Spurs, Gav. I just want to say I took a picture because we're top of the league, and that if we could just freeze the season right now, and that's it, we're top of the league. But yeah, it was a great game. Beautiful watch, really stunning with the blue dial. Really is.
Yeah.
But you couldn't wear it all day, every day, could you?
I personally couldn't. It is quite hefty. Yeah. And it is quite like heavy as well. I didn't realise until today. Yeah. But it's nice for the aesthetic.
Yeah, Tim Jack says a stunner. It is indeed.
Definitely.
Well, it's summer.
Wearing,
I am wearing, for the very first time, my Bamford G-Shock. Let's just get this up and put it on. So, keeping up with my old faithful of cheap and cheerfuls. This is the Bamford. It's got a bit of fluff on there. Sorry, everybody. My nails need to be done.
Gav.
There is my Bamford G-Shock. First time I put it on today. Had to set the time, and actually, I have to say, my eyes are getting poor as I'm getting older.
You
I
said this
find it
earlier.
a little bit of a struggle to see. Like there's no light button unless I'm being completely stupid. I see a mode adjust, start, stop, and whatever the other one is. And I'm struggling to see with it. But anyway, that's my Bamford G-Shock, which caused so much of a fuss a couple of weeks ago. But happy to have that on my wrist, which is all very good. Guys, if you have any questions for Kaylie,
Oh, yeah.
probably not for me, but if you have any questions for Kaylie, please do pop them in below, because I have to say, Kaylie, you did a fantastic job last week with Greggy and Ian.
Thank you.
It was so lovely to be sitting on Spencer's couch somewhere else in the world, watching you whilst he wasn't even, I don't know where he was, but he was somewhere else.
Yeah,
He was somewhere else, yeah. So, there we go. But you did a fantastic job. Thank you once again to Greggy and Ian for coming down and
really appreciate it.
And doing that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to last week as well again, because the title of the show was Love Island.
It was.
Now, in this very room where we're sitting right now, I mean, Kaylie, to say you nearly fell off your chair, but James, who's actually also on holiday, we have the lovely Kimberly in the control room today. James told Kimberly just before we went on air that for the whole of this week, all of the Love Islands are going to be sitting at this desk doing a podcast. And Kaylie's offered to come in and work for free, haven't you, Kaylie?
For free. I haven't yet told Spencer, but this is like an opportunity. This for me is like when you wait at an AD to get on the list. That is like this for me.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's that excitement. When you get the call, that's
so
how I
you
felt.
got the call. So in I know you don't really get much of a lunch hour, and Spencer's obviously away and all the rest of it. But if the opportunity came down here to come at a lunchtime to sort of sit in that control room with Kimberly while she presses all the big girl buttons,
I wouldn't hesitate. It would be a yes.
you'd
I'd
be down
literally,
here.
I'd run.
And who would you be most excited to see?
Any of the finalists.
Yes.
Ekin, Sue and Davide, just because so funny. But also just like any of the finalists, or like Paige and Adam. And I just think, I'd just be in my element. Wouldn't know what to do, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd have to try and sell a watch as well. Like, do you know what I mean? While I'm here. Promote BQ.
Promote BQ, absolutely. Seb's saying press the G button. That would probably be, thank you very much for the tip on how to use my G-Shock. Oh, the G button. Oh, absolutely. You legends. It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
It's a great watch.
But, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I'll have to work it out. It's my eyes. I was sitting having dinner with Kelly before and realised my eyes were a little bit naff. There we go. Gav, that Bamford is awesome. I like it more than I thought I would, says Walks
I like
and
the
Watches.
blue on it.
Pie Pounder. Well, let's deal with this. Pie Pounder, bring up that comment, please, if you would. Pie Pounder. BQ didn't want to buy my rose gold Sky Dweller chocolate face on the Oyster Flex, only offered me consignment. Why would you offer someone consignment if you had maybe pieces of it in stock?
Yep. So it's to do with stock levels.
Yep.
And also the prices that people want. Do you know what I mean? People want to buy right. We want to buy right.
Absolutely.
And if they want more than what we would like to offer, a commission sale, you always get back more than an outright sale.
Yep.
So if
you're happy to accommodate someone, then you can.
And
otherwise, you want to buy at the price you want to buy at.
Exactly. And we're not.
Yeah.
We don't. Do you know what I mean? We're not saying no. We'll always give you that option, and we'll always be honest. And we're not just going to ring you and, do you know what I mean? Say no, sorry, don't want your watch.
Yeah.
We'll always give you the option to sell it. We'll sell it on behalf of you.
Absolutely.
And try and get you as much money back as possible. But some watches it's harder to do than others.
And I think that's the adjustment at the moment, really, isn't it, in the watch market, is that, there's no question that prices have tickled back and have found their levels. And however much they move back is how much lower you're going to be buying them at, or how much lower you want to buy them at the price where you can trade them out.
And also, we also have to remember that we've got an enormous amount of stock, and we might have had some of these watches in stock. We know what are good sellers and what aren't. And do you know what I mean? Like, it's
for where you need to buy it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
We never refuse to buy anything, and we'll always, like I said, commissions great for the customer as well, because they will be, like I said, get back more than what we can offer.
Yeah.
But
I see Tea and Tickers is in the room tonight. I hope you are well. Just to let everybody know, because I've been watching the comments last week and a few weeks ago, I have reached out to Tea and Tickers to come and guest host the show. He unfortunately couldn't do this evening, but we are going to have him on at some time in September, because undoubtedly Spencer will probably still be away.
yeah, probably.
In fact, I think the title of
No, I think
won't
you
be
need to
next
change
week. In
it.
2 weeks' time, I think we're going to put out a missing persons ad for Spencer.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent. Right, now, this week, I put out the call to our lovely viewers on Instagram and said, hey, guys, what watches would you like to see? We always sort of bring out some watches, and we've done watches for summer and watches for Christmas and best watches under 10 grand. So we put it out, and we've received about sort of 20 or 30 requests to see different watches, and we've brought in a little selection. So Kaylie, kick us off. What's first on the list that you've brought in?
Let's go with this one.
Kaylie, have you got your phone there with the images I sent you through?
Images.
The images of who requested what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe whilst I put that on the thing, you can pull it up and say. Now, this is an interesting one to start with, because I've got a story about this coming up in a second. So first on the list was a no-date Submariner. Let's give it a little, there we go. So,
which actually was requested by Nothing to See 0489.
Yeah, Nothing C05 said a no-date Submariner. And actually, I don't remember the last time we had a no-date sub on, but
love a no-date
definitely one of your best sellers. I did notice that in the draw, there was only, I think, two. This is a 2021 and a 2022.
Yeah.
A staple in anybody's diet, right?
Yeah, subs are great for everyone's collection, and everyone loves having a sub. I mean, I'd like to have a sub, to be honest.
Yeah.
You'd love to have a sub.
Well, actually, I would love to. In fact, that is the actual watch
one
I want. But there's a question that comes later from Instagram that deals with that, and I'm going to come to that a little bit later. But for me, that's definitely my next watch. And for me, it's the absolute symmetry of no date on it, because
So do you prefer the no date, Gav?
Yeah, otherwise I buy the date.
Yeah, true.
And that's why I'd have my name down for a date, and I don't have my name down for a date. And I absolutely love, because I think as in any collection that extends up to the sort of Rolex level, even though I've got a Hulk and I've got a Milgauss, I want to slot right in the middle with a Submariner. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. This one is actually still stickered as well. So let's just take that off. Next up, Kaylie. Kaylie, how much was this one?
That is 12,750. Brand new, 2022.
12,750.
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect. You. Lovely.
Okay, next
yeah, Rig
one.
says sub date or no date. No date for me.
No date.
Next up, we had a request for.
Next up, we've got a Tudor. Black Bay Bronze.
So who was it who asked to see a Tudor? They didn't say what. They just said show us a Tudor.
Yeah. Hollywood 6965.
Okay, Hollywood 6965 said show me a Tudor, and I picked out from the draw my favourite.
Yep.
A Black Bay Bronze, which I think is an absolutely stunning watch. What's the price on this, Kaylie?
That is 4,500. Again,
for me, I'm going to actually put this on.
That's a 2022 as well, actually.
That's a 2022. We always talk about the Harrods editions, but whenever I see this one come into stock, I love the color combo on this. I love the color of the bezel, the dial, the hands, the 369. I think it's a really, really sweet looking watch. And not that I can afford a gold Daytona or anything like that, but I think on a wrist it's a bit big for me.
It looks nice on you.
Yeah, I don't know if it looks like something off the Looky Man, but I do think it's quite nice. By the way, I don't think the Looky Men do watches anymore. I think they're all doing handbags these days. It's all handbags. You'd love it, Kaylie. All Christian Dior.
Where do I need to go? Spain.
I'll
have to ask Spencer to bring me one back.
Ask Spencer to bring you one back. Yeah. Watch Live says that tube is an absolute beauty. Ian Nixon, love that Tudor. Diz, beautiful Tudor. Would love to see one with patina. Absolutely. Red Shovel, good evening. Hope you are doing well. Watch Live says, not saying Rolex is not still the #1 brand, but I do think people have been swayed away from the brand slightly, hence why these are starting to sell more to average customer. I think you're absolutely correct. I hear of a lot more people getting a call these days.
So
Kid Mambo says that would look great with Spencer's grazed arm. And it really is grazed.
It really is. I was like, do you not just want to pick that off? And you and him were like, no, you can't.
Oh, no, because it was a big black lump. Yeah.
That would make me want to... Yeah. So somebody did ask for a Tiffany OP41, but I think it's currently out of a customer. But I thought, do you know what? We have shown that before.
Yeah.
But this one, me and you were talking, weren't we? And we were like, actually...
Well, we are. And we are for a reason, actually, because a couple of the watches we picked out. So somebody asked to see... Well, what's the next one we have, actually? Because that leads into this, actually.
Yes, so there's two. So that person asked to see...
Well, let's grab that out.
Tiffany, but obviously it's not a Tiffany. And this absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. This, to me, is...
So talk me through this one first. No. Wrong one.
No, that's what you asked for.
No, wrong one. Because we've got a blue-faced...
Oh, right, sorry.
Ah.
But the same guy asked for that as well, though.
Oh, right, okay, fine.
So,
okay, let's just pop this here for a second under there so we don't show what that is. Okay, so basically we were asked to see do BQ stock Vacheron? You never show Vacheron, although I think we've shown some in the last few weeks. And we have this, let me just move everything around here. And we came across this.
Yep, so this is the Vacheron Overseas 4500V.
Which I think is a lovely looking watch. Very classy, elegant.
Yeah.
But when you put it alongside the Rolex, let's try and do that. Oh, well, we obviously can't.
Obviously can't.
In fact, actually what I need to do is probably just zoom out a little bit. Technology is a wonderful thing. And there we go, two blue face. Significantly different, obviously, in price and movement and everything else, but equally both stunners.
Yeah. The blue, I think I really like on both of them. They both, especially the Vacheron. I really like Vacheron watches. I actually think they're getting a lot more popular nowadays.
And Dr. Mexicoe says the OP is all the watch you ever really need. Ian Nicholson, don't drop any, Gav. Ian, my dropping watch days are well and truly over, my friend. I left that in show 17. We're now on show 63. Love those pieces. Now, the last one, we hummed and hard, didn't we? We hummed and hard.
I really did.
But then we said, oh, sod it, the boss is away. Talk me through this little baby. It's not a little baby. It's a bloody heavy baby.
It's a big baby. It is.
Kaylee, I'm actually going to ask... Oh, no, I can do it. Oh, no, it's got a sticker on. I can't.
You can.
I can't release it. I'm going to let you do it. Before I drop that one, Ian. That's the one I don't want to drop. Jacob Kendall, how are you? Long time no see, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Right, let's have a look at it. Talk me through this.
Stunner. So this is the Rolex GMT Master 2 126719 BLRO white gold meteorite dial.
Meteorite dial.
Meteorite.
Okay. Now, I'm going to put my hands up and be the first one to say, I don't love this watch at all.
Okay.
It's an expensive piece, isn't it?
Yep.
We hummed and hawed whether we should bring it tonight. But tell me what you tell me, because I don't get it. I don't get the meteorite. I don't get the look. I don't think it looks great.
You don't understand the meteorite dial, or you don't get the whole watch?
I just don't think the meteorite adds necessarily to this watch.
I do get what you mean.
For me.
Obviously it does come in a blue.
It's a bit meh.
I mean, I personally love it.
Like a Pepsi, I love. I'd actually even say I prefer a Pepsi on a Jubilee.
That's a statement.
Yeah, to that. And I know it's a very expensive piece. How much is that?
60,000.
£60,000. Dr. Mexicoe, me either, Gav. Too many colours. Brian McCarthy, I love it. Mark Lindell, poor legibility. Dial I don't like, says Lawrence. Pepsi with ice, beautiful. Yeah, it's going to be down to what. I couldn't part with £60,000 for that. Or actually, I couldn't even part at list for that, personally speaking.
Okay, well.
Not sure. Von Crawl says, I'd rather have the OP over this.
Each to their own.
Yeah. No, it is. Red Shovel, I love that watch every time Chris lets me wear his. But it is each to their own. And what the lovely thing is that the viewers, you guys, the viewers, can ask for watches and we can absolutely bring them in and show you. And that's kind of the fun of it all. I'm not even going to put that on, but what I will say is it's bloody heavy.
I'm not going to put that on, but...
No, I'm not going to do it all the way up. But it is. It's a heavy, chunky monkey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's white gold.
Yeah. I don't know how I'd feel having that on all day.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. It's because, like you said, it's a heavy piece.
Yeah. Sorry, Dr. Mexico's asking how much again?
60,000.
60,000 spondoolies. Red Shovel, Gav, you're selling it so well. Yeah, I'm not here to sell, to be quite honest with you. You only get the truth. The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
It's just an opinion, isn't it, at the end of the day? You know, for the little I know about these things. But yeah, that just wouldn't be for me. Unless it was, even if it was below list, it just wouldn't be a watch I'd buy.
I personally love it.
Statement piece. Greggy Boy, very popular, but I just like it. Lee Marshall, I'd rather have a root beer. Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, we had to pick carefully what we could and couldn't bring, didn't we, Gav?
We did. Ian Nichols is asking a question of you. Hey, Gav, has Kaylie listened to the theme tune for Happy Days yet?
No, sorry.
You still haven't?
No.
They're also asking, where is Janilda? Bring
Janilda's
back
being
Janilda.
A mum, an amazing mum to baby Lucas. She's just living her best life being a mum.
Yep. Now, just to say, Janilda, if you are watching, which I highly doubt you ever watch this show, having, turned into motherhood, you were invited on this evening at very short notice once old boss man decided he was not making it back. And we'd love to see you and baby Gavin at any point in the next few weeks. It would be great to have you on. Yeah. Jacob says, it's my favourite, Gav. Yeah, it may. Well, if you've got 60 grand, and that's sterling, come along, there's a watch waiting for you. But there we go. Now, I'll tell you what we did do today, actually, is we did a fabulous unboxing.
Oh,
yeah. Should we show everyone?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Macarena. Macarena.
You ready?
Boom. Yeah, you? Shit, what's my line again?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Hey everybody, hope you're doing well.
And I'm joined with
me,
Gavin.
Yeah. But you say that every week, but actually, you ask. It does say Kaylie and Gavin's unboxing.
So don't need to say now.
You don't need to say it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
Okay, that's okay.
Anyway, we're
cut
back.
That bit.
We're back. What have we got? Something different today.
Something different. I thought, this came in. I was like, got to show the viewers. Have to.
Rolex box.
Shock.
Let's lift the top off. Now.
Oh no, messed up there.
That's okay. It's round the wrong way. You hold it. Got it?
Got it.
Whoop.
Oh, let's look inside. We just kind of done it.
Wowza.
Rooney.
Saw this on your desk and said to you, Kaylie.
Yeah.
What the F?
What the? So, this is.
Would you like to hold it?
Oh my god, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a Rolex Day-Date 40 white gold, model number 228239, with the stunning slate baton dial, which I personally think is gorgeous. You want to try it on, Gav?
I'm going to try it on.
I know you wanted to.
I thought this is an absolute stunner. Now, white gold, so obviously we're going to make the usual comment, weighty. Love that.
I really like this dial, I think.
Oh my goodness, is it for a girl's wrist?
No.
Is it the size for a girl's wrist?
No.
Whoop. Oh, I've got to stop saying that. I love presidential bracelets. That does not fit me in the slightest.
Okay, but it looks.
But
it looks nice, and it
I
suits you.
absolutely love that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. I'm going to obviously do some close-ups.
I love that. This is also 2022 brand new.
2022 brand new. Obviously, size for a girl.
Yeah, there is some spare links. We just haven't put them in yet.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. The dial on it. Talk to me about the dial.
So it's the slate baton dial, and obviously with the fluted white gold bezel as well, which just adds to it.
Looks really understated, actually.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking when I saw it. I was drawn in by the fluted bezel.
Yeah.
And I'm, for me, actually, I'm loving day-dates. And especially on a presidential, I think it looks really understated, smart, elegant.
I love a day-date. I actually, lately, I've fallen in love with day-dates.
Yeah, me too.
All over again. I also always used to like the older ones, but these newer ones that are coming, I just love them. I think they're just great.
Stunning piece. I'm going to ask the gulp question. I'll sit down with the back of my chair. How much is such a watch?
This is 38,000.
38,000 dirham?
Yeah. Abu Dhabi.
Pounds, shilling and pence, 38,000. It's still partially stickered at the back.
Yeah, and obviously it is white gold, and I personally think because it has just got the slate baton dial, it is, like you said, very understated, but it's actually very classy.
It's elegant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Elegant and smart. Now, Kaylie, if one of our lovely viewers wants to get in touch and buy this watch, how do they find you?
So you can call us or call me and inquire, or you can email us, or you can go through our social media channels.
Absolutely. You're always on there answering, aren't you?
Or you can even just leave a comment in our YouTube video. There is spare links, Gav, I promise.
It is absolutely stunning. Yeah, so they can grab us through the social media channels as well. Yep.
And also YouTube, if they just leave a comment or anything.
And now, just so people know, because of course it is a lot of money, people can purchase this on finance as well.
They can, yep. So we now do finance through our website.
Or they can trade in a watch, which
you can part X.
You love that, don't you?
We love a part X.
Love a part exchange.
You can do it over 12 months interest free or 24, 36 months interest bearing. And you can literally do it through our website. You literally fill in all your details and then get accepted or declined.
Now, guys, if there's a watch you'd like to see us unbox, please do let us know in the comments below after the show. Take care.
Bye.
Can I hope? Yes, truly stunning watch. Absolutely love that. I saw a comment that was popped up by Bradders, which I'm going to deal with, which is about the size of the box. And so just to be clear, all the watches are kept in a safe and we just grab the nearest Rolex box to the safe rather than go and get the actual box because everything's packed away. So usually, in fact, we were doing 2 unboxings, weren't we? So it was a slightly smaller box. But yes, so if you picked up on that detail, that the box was a little bit small for white gold, you are absolutely correct. And that's the reason why. I do think it's about time, isn't it? Rolex kind of like up their game on the boxmanship.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. It's the other brands. Do you know what box I think's amazing? Omega.
I know they always come up with something creative and wonderful. Yeah,
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
What's been the popular seller at the moment, Kaylie? I know I ask every week.
I mean, subs. You will always sell in subs. You know, Datejust, Tudors. Tudor Harrods are very, very popular again.
They are, aren't they?
I mean, they're always popular, but we seem to get them in, get them out. It's very quick.
Kimberly, can you bring that comment back up that you just had up? I don't know what's more impressive.
Oh, no.
The watch or Kaylie's nails?
Thanks.
Kaylie, you take great pride in your nails, don't you?
Great pride.
It's the first thing that happens when we start doing the unboxings. You go on about your nails.
Yep, always.
Absolutely.
Yeah, spend a lot of money on these.
Red Shovel says, even the fake Rolex boxes are better. Guys, I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts, actually. And do put them in the comments or leave them in the comments after. I've seen 2 videos in the past couple of days. When I get time, I do try and watch some of the other channels, of which I do really enjoy. And I was watching... I watched Brittany's video, actually, earlier today on, Rolex is crashing. I've never... Honestly, as a title... says it all in terms of, I think, being a complete load of nonsense. But there was a video out a couple of days ago from someone who I can't remember saying exactly the same. Here comes the second wave of a downturn.
It's really positive, isn't it?
But what I would say is, I'd like to know your thoughts on all this stuff. You know, the economy's a little bit in a dire mess, but people do seem to find, as I've seen with you guys.
But also...
It amazes me the amount of people that, are still buying watches and selling watches on a daily and weekly basis.
But I do think these YouTube channels, like, they put out these things, and obviously they have a lot of subscribers. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a big statement to make.
Well, it's not a statement, is it?
Well, no, but
it's a headline, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a headline to get views. Yeah.
But the thing is that a lot of people will take that at face value.
Yeah.
And think, oh my God, quick. Do you know what I mean? When actually, no offense, these people don't. Yeah. I work in it day in, day out.
Sensationalism.
Yeah. I think
is the bottom line.
Listen, people who work hard and who want to watch, regardless of the situation, if they want to buy themselves a watch, they'll buy it.
Yeah.
And I think having all the negativity isn't going to help them, and they're not going to feel happy that they're doing it if the next thing they see is, oh no, what have they just done? I just think let people do what they want to do.
And it's interesting because as viewers to the channel will know, I do come from a financial background prior to having an interest in a media company. And actually, when I was looking at, and by the way, just to put it out there, I have no issue with the quality of Brittany's video. I thought it was great and really well put together, but showing a very dramatic chart. And when I looked at the numbers on the side, which is a simple thing to do, it was a difference between 52,000 and 48,000 over a year. It looked like over a year's period, which actually in the watch world is probably back in the day was probably a day's movement. You know, a $4,000 swing, a $5,000 swing, a $6,000 swing. And yes, Red Shovel, I think you're right. It's not a crash, it's a market-wide correction. And corrections are kind of there for a reason.
Well, of course, they were at an all-time high 2 months ago.
Absolutely.
But as in, at an all-time high that everyone was like, what is happening? These prices are ludicrous. Like, some of them were just, I mean, crazy. But now they're at... So they're coming, do you know what I mean? That's sensible prices in a way. Do you know what I mean?
Bradders makes a comment. He says, if you can bring up Bradders' comment for me, Bradders E, the market is definitely lower for selling, but still strong for buying. When selling, a lot of dealers are being more cautious as many are stuck with stock they paid high prices for. And yes, I would probably agree that would be true. But in any trading scenario, whether it's Kit Kats, Tic Tacs or lollipops, you're going to average your stock down. The better you buy stock on the way down, the better it averages your whole position. So eventually when you trade out your expensive stock, you're averaging at a lower price. And that doesn't matter if it's watches, you know, currency, Coca-Cola, anything, or B&Q mouse mats. But I think that's Tim Jack's 10% drop is fairly large and they are continuing to ebb.
I wouldn't say they are.
And I would say, Tim, honestly, a 10% drop considering the rises over the past 18 months, 2 years.
I wouldn't say that they're I wouldn't, in my opinion... I reprice, obviously, a lot of our stock. I don't see them continuously dropping, in my opinion, and obviously...
Yeah, and they settle down.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and Mark Heavenly Mark says, cost dollar average, absolutely right. I think the bottom line with all this stuff, and I really do love reading all the comments about this because it's just interesting. It really is interesting. And no one is more shocked than me when I look inside and I chat with you on a weekly basis because, you know, you're very, very honest about all this stuff. And when we sat down at dinner and you said to me, last week, Gav, it was mental crazy. I looked at you like you were bananas because I'm thinking, the world's falling apart. Recessionary times, inflation through the roof, you know, people worrying about electricity. But the bottom line is people that are buying luxury watches are not necessarily affected by the same sort of things that the everyday man on the street is. And if they want to buy a watch at 30, 50 or 500 grand, I mean, I know you sold a big Daytona in the last couple of days, and 4 or 5 big pieces, and people are spending, you know, hundreds of thousands. But it's interesting, and I'm always curious.
These people may have waited for them to come down to a price that they were happy to buy it at. Do you know what I mean? But people are still buying, and that's not a lie. Totally agree. Now, if you would love to come and join Kaylie and myself, maybe Kaylie and Spencer, maybe Gavin and Spencer. Does anybody actually remember Spencer? He's that watch guy in London, isn't he? He's the owner of BQ Watches.
Yeah, if he ever decides to show his face again, we would like to invite one of you to come and join us and basically guest host for the week. You will come down to BQ Watches. You can go through the vault. You can select some watches to, not to take home for yourself, but certainly to bring on the show and talk about maybe there's a watch you wanted to wear and try on. You'll have dinner with us. Not that that's a real selling point because we always go to the same place, don't we? We actually had to change our dinner tonight, didn't we?
No, Gav, let's not talk about it. I'm surprised you haven't got a black card yet.
Yeah.
Essentially.
George Johnson says, Gav, is the Eye of the Tiger still available?
It is, yes.
100%. It's still there. If you have yourself a little over £500,000,
give me a call.
I'm scratching my head. Give Kaylie a call. It's definitely around. But if you would like to come and join us on the show, I've got a couple of guests lined up in a few weeks' time in September. But please, we would love to have you come and join us. We love to hear all your watch stories. So it would be great to have you.
Yeah.
We introduced a new little feature last week. Where's my little VT? Kaylie, it's time to do this. Yes, it's Spencer's deal of the week, even though he knows nothing about the watches we've picked out to give the deal of the week. Okay, so let's go with the first one. The first one up is what we got? What's Spencer's deal of the week, the first one?
Okay, so we've got Bremont.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you open that? Let's have a look. We've got a Bremont. Can you just open that up for me so I can put it on the camera? We've got a Bremont Solo Intel Corpse. Is that right? As in Intel Corporation? Let's have a little look.
We'll go with yes.
Okay. This has a list retail with you of Kaylee.
That is up for
£2,650, Kaylee, is what I wrote down on my notes.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
And Spencer, even though he doesn't know, is going to offer this out at £1,950. So if anybody's feeling in the mood for a cheeky little...
And also, guys, this is a full set, but also it comes with a spare bracelet. So an actual bracelet with it if you didn't want to have it on the leather strap.
Bracelet. Let's have a little look at the back.
An actual bracelet.
There we go.
Lovely open back.
So each week, and by the way, this was something that was suggested to me, thank you very much, by Heavenly Mark.
Okay.
He said, why don't you do? I know what you should have. You should have, every week, you should have Spencer's Deal of the Weeks. Now, I personally thought that we were going to be bringing out a Kermit or a Submariner and saying, here we go, have a Submariner at £900 above list, and let's see where the phones ring. But all at the moment, we're getting the watches we've never shown on the show. Yeah, next week, can we try for a Rolex? Can we try for a Rolex next week? Come on. He won't be back next week.
Nor will I.
Does it come with a spare face? That's very good.
So the next is the Bell and Ross.
Right, okay. Well, what on earth? Okay, let's have a little look at this one. This is a Bell and Ross BRO192, listed at £2,500 on the BQ website.
Yeah.
And for anybody who's a Bell and Ross fan, you can snapple this little baby up for £1,850. And if you buy it, I'll even contribute the £50 for Spencer to knock this one out. So you can have it for £1,800. Wow. Look at that, yeah. Bell and Ross, don't see many of those in the safe, I have to be honest.
No, obviously they're not...
That is a chunky monkey.
Yeah.
I mean, airline.
It's a big watch.
Launch Pod says, love that watch. If that's James watching from wherever he is on holiday, James is sitting here with your name on it. I don't even know how to tell the time on this. Can I be honest with you? If anybody can explain how on earth you tell the time on this watch, I'll knock another £50 off.
Jesus, you're going to give it. You're going to be buying it for them.
There's a 6, a 3, there's a 7. I can't. Hours, minutes. You need a GCSE in horology for that one.
Bell and Ross. Oh, that's
wow,
so funny.
Amazing. So, guys, if you are Spencer Dryer, are you managing without me? Spencer, we are lost at sea.
He's actually watching and commenting.
We are lost at sea. Spencer, if you've just tuned in, throw me the Meteorite Daytona that we've just offered everybody at 20 grand.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a GMT.
So Spencer, we've just offered the Meteorite GMT out at 20 grand as Spencer's Deal of the Week. We hope you're okay with that. First come, first served. Just to say, no one's called in yet, but we are expecting some calls. So Spencer, we hope you're doing well. How's the injury? I'm here if needed.
So what he said.
Yeah. Spencer Stryer, you should be in the studio. Absolutely
he's getting
right.
Slated. He'll
Spencer
go offline.
Stryer, can I do a super chat? If you can work it out, Spencer, at the bottom right-hand corner.
What do we get?
In fact, you can just PayPal me and Kaylee, so we don't have to give YouTube any money.
Yeah. You know about details.
Yeah, amazing. Yes, Launchpod says, shut up. He has a YouTube account. Can you believe it?
I can't believe he's commenting.
Can I tell you? Brad O'Reilly must have set that up for him. There's no way you set up a YouTube account, Spencer.
That is so funny.
Unbelievable. There we go. Right, Kaylee, before we head into the oblivion for another weekend, another week, should we do the questions from Instagram?
Yeah.
Spencer, feel free, if you want to pop in the answers to these questions on the chat, then yeah, absolutely go for it. Stock Photography Scotland. I've just been in Scotland. I've been in Aberdeen all weekend.
You have?
Yeah, it's height of summer. It was 14 degrees and raining. When did Spencer start wearing lipstick?
I don't know if that's an insult to me.
No. Well, hold on a second. They're obviously... I can't get my chair out of the way. They're referring to the Batgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, Spencer's wearing lipstick, isn't it? Lippy. Yeah. It's the real Spencer Dryer. I'll buy that Bell and Ross. Hey. Question number 2. Gotham Bumana, thank you for commenting again and popping in your questions. Pepsi, Daytona or Sub, which is the most iconic Rolex?
That's a really good question.
Pepsi, Daytona or Sub?
I would
do you
personally
think?
say Daytona.
I know why you would say that, but I would equally say, why is a Submariner not absolutely
No, but it is
iconic?
It is, honestly, it's them two. It is.
Yeah.
When you think of Rolex, in my opinion, Daytona and Sub are the first things that people
Absolutely,
say.
100%. And it wouldn't be a Pepsi for me.
No, and obviously, don't get me wrong, it is up there, but between a Daytona and a Sub, it's hard. They're the both staple watches of a Rolex, I think.
People are asking if that's the real Spencer Dry. You know, we didn't even think about that. It could actually be just someone, because Spencer's probably incapable of setting up a YouTube account. It's probably just someone who set up a YouTube account in his name. We don't even know if it's Spencer. Do you think it is Spencer?
Well, he has to say something that only we know.
Yeah. All right, let's ask him a question.
Okay. What's the question?
I don't know. Let's ask him a question.
What's my mum called? He knows that.
What's Kaylee's mum called, Spencer?
Yeah.
Pop it in, then we'll know it's you.
Yeah. If not, then we've just been Spencer.
Yeah, Uncle Jonga says Pepsi, the original GMT. Has Spencer subscribed? Oh, Spencer, have you upvoted as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Uncle Jonga Submariner for me. I would agree with that. Whole Milk says date just is iconic. I mean, absolutely. 16710 says Harvey. My answer to that is Submariner. Mm-hmm. But I get why it could be a Daytona as well.
It could be either, though. That's really hard.
Yeah. George Johnson is asking, can anyone's AD get them a Meteorite Daytona, Oyster Flex or bracelet? Feel free to answer that in the comments. People definitely do get them because we've had them or you've had them. Let's go to that. Pepsi or Batman?
Pepsi for me.
Pepsi for me.
Yep.
Choice of a new generation. Pepsi with Jubilee or Oyster?
Jubilee
Easy.
for me.
Oyster for me. No
Jubilee
question.
for me.
Shame it doesn't come on presidential. Anyone seen Spencer?
Yeah, he's in the
Dr.
comments, we think.
Well, we think that's where, because that'd be the first I've seen him. To be fair, he's on the phone to you all day, isn't he?
Yeah.
I've been with you twice today. And he's called.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah.
He may be abroad, but we are very much in contact.
Ian
However,
says,
someone said, I don't think it's Spencer.
Yeah.
Surely it has to be, because I feel a bit mortified now that we're answering it.
Spencer says, yes, it is.
But I said, say my mum's name.
Spencer, say the name.
Of my mum?
Yeah. Spencer, do you know how to type? Ian Nicholson says, Kaylee, everyone knows your mum because she comments in the chat. She does. She does comment in the chat.
No, she's not commenting this week.
Is she not?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, but... Oh, no.
Red Shovel, I think Spencer is probably one of Tim's lovely trolls. That would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the next question. Does Gavin forgive me? Watch
I don't know what this is about.
Okay, so Watch Disease UK, I 100% forgive you. I've never had a problem with you. You've made the funniest comments about does Gavin wear thongs? He commented the other day on I had come back from holiday and my hair was looking quite white against the suntan, and he said something about being granddad. And I take no offence to all your comments. You're a lovely fella, and it would be lovely to have a coffee or a beer with you one day. So yes, completely forgiven. Question number 7 from Jacob Kendall. Any updates from your AD hunt, Gav, and what will be hot watches this Christmas, Kaylee? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Right, you go first.
Again, I think it's like the green dial Daytona. You know, like the green watches? When it comes to Christmas, because they're green, I genuinely feel like they just explode.
Really?
Yeah, especially the green dial Daytona last year was crazy around Christmas time.
It was crazy around Christmas time, wasn't
But it's also things that you don't think will be crazier then. Do you know what I mean? And then crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like everyone just then congregates and buys one watch and then it says mental.
I couldn't even bother to predict what would be exciting for Christmas. I just hope it's not moon swatches, and I hope everybody gets a moon swatch for Christmas because they become far more available. Yeah. Right, I'm going to answer the first part of Jacob's question. Here's a really interesting answer. Any updates from your AD hunt, Gav? Well, yes, there's a twofold part to this answer. So, as you know, I've put my name down a few ADs, and I've been after a no-date sub. Just a little mission, a bit like my swatch mission. I'm on the hunt to get one. And in the same time as doing that, I also, about 9 months later, took my daughter, and there's two watches that she wanted, and it was her 21st birthday a couple of years ago, and I promised her a watch, and we put her name down, and blow me, she got the call, and she has a no-date sub, which she will not give her dad.
Oh, that's mean.
So I am down absolutely everywhere and pestering and going in. She's never stepped back into the shop ever. And while she was away on holiday, she got a call to say her watch is in. Would she like to come and collect it? And she did. She went last week, picked it up. She has a brand spanking new 2022 no-date Submariner. And
Lucky.
I don't know what that says about the market, that I can't get one.
Yeah.
That I've been on the list for probably the best part of 2 years now
Yeah.
and cannot. And a 22-year-old who's never bought a watch in her life, but she likes nice things and all the rest of it. She got served. She got a call, which is amazing, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah. Amazing.
Except, do you think she'd give it to me?
Unfortunately.
Not a chance. Thank you very much for that. So, in answer to your question, my hunt is still going on. My
But your
my
daughter's
Swatch
hunt's going
hunt
better.
for CDs. Disown her, Gav. You're absolutely right. No, I couldn't do that. She was so excited when I was in the bath and she found out. She goes, "Oh my god! Oh 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 my god!" I'm thinking she's going to say something about Love Island. She went, "I've just got the call," and I'm thinking it's a Sunday. What do you mean? She goes, "I've just had the call that my Rolex has come in." I was like, "Shut the front door!"
That's
no
so
way.
funny.
She's like, "Yeah." She goes, "I'm away. I'm abroad. Can you go and pick it up?" I said, No. I think you should go in and get the whole experience and all the rest of it. So she did. Yeah. Bradders picking up a date sub tomorrow afternoon from ADs. Watch the switch and get a lot of negativity, but have always been great to me. And I think that is fantastic. And I think that people have a relationship and get watches. Nicola, the lesson to be learned is that she is likely to be much prettier than you, Gav. You are 1 zillion% right. She is. For CD, she's obviously better looking than you, Gav. Yes. Watch Live, because they watch this channel, Gav, they know you are Spencer's mate. Well, Watch Live, I have considered that actually, that I am, but equally I have collected watches since I was about 14. Never sold a watch in my life, and in fact, even when I've had the opportunity to, as you've seen last week on the show, I just give them away, because these moon swatches, they're not trading crazy over anymore, but I managed to get 2 and I gave one away. So there's no sign of a flipper in me. I'm more of a hoarder than a flipper. There we go. So for all my polish, nothing seems to work for me.
Great.
Yeah, they must know I'm Spencer's mate. Thanks for that, Spencer. Which is why I think you should sell me one at list. I think it should just be like a perk of a job.
Sell you one at list.
No, you should just cut it to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We can call ourselves 9 months ahead of the curve. If you sell me one at list, in 9 months, they may trade at a discount to list, back to where Spencer started, buying watches or selling watches at a discount to list, and everyone's happy.
Okay. Spencer, did you hear that? Or are you not in the comments and it never was you?
Do you know what? I've noticed Spencer's absolutely disappeared. I'm not entirely sure it was him now.
Great. That's embarrassing for us.
Yeah. Isn't it just? Wow. Could we talk about TikTok for a second, Kaylee?
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's do the last question first, and then I'm going to talk about TikTok. Last question. Nige Freeman 7. I think we had this question a couple of weeks ago. Has the Batgirl been discontinued? No. Apologies, I've already asked. I've missed a couple of shows. Nige, why have you not watched us on Catch Up? That's a big no, isn't it?
Yeah, it hasn't been discontinued.
Absolutely has not been continued.
There was talks about it, but it hasn't been, no.
Yeah. Absolutely. Bradders says, best tip I can give anyone is get the WhatsApp of the SA if you can, sales assistant. Be kind and patient and drop them a message every so often and make conversation. It will pay off in the end. Ian Nicholson, Gavin, you need a bigger set of drawers to put your expanding watch collection in. You're absolutely right. Actually, it is a little bit out of control at the moment and I must slow down a little bit. But what's happened now to me, I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking tonight, is I have really started looking at a lot of the micro watches and the different brands. In fact, I was in Scotland this weekend and one of my camera team was pointing me to a Russian manufactured watch with a loss of history.
Oh, wow.
It's good that I can't remember the name of it now.
It's really great.
And my camera's being used for my phone. But
That's cool.
Yeah, just more money down the drain.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Can we talk about TikTok, please?
Yeah, what would you like to
I hear you're a bit famous on TikTok,
No,
Kaylee.
I'm not. I'm not, no.
No, Kaylee, honestly, I hear you're a bit famous on TikTok.
Nah.
You went a little bit viral, didn't you, last week?
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So, if anybody has the knowledge of how to use TikTok, people of a certain age do, and you flick past all the pop spotting, fights, I can seem to get fighting, pop spotting, pop picking. What else do I get? Dog training for some reason. And obviously all the usual bad comedy. If you go to BQ Watches, BQ.watches on Instagram, you'll see the lovely Kaylie who went...
TikTok.
What did I say? Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, you can see us on Instagram as well. But TikTok, Kaylie went a little bit viral at the beginning of last week. Yeah. Probably the biggest amount of views we've ever had on anything, including our YouTube channel, which, by the way, still stands at 4.7k subscribers some 19 months later. I can't pay anybody to join and watch the channel.
We literally are not moving.
Subscribed. I almost fell off my chair when Nico put up his figures the other day, and he gets like 27,000 editions a week.
It's mental.
Yeah.
He's nearly hitting 1 million, which is amazing.
I know. That is absolutely amazing. That's it. Whole milk. Constantine shaking. That's it. Yeah, amazing watches. Gavin, what's the most you've spent on a watch? That was the most I've spent on a watch would probably be my Milgauss, and that's only because you were given the Hulk for your birthday. My Hulk was a birthday present when I turned 50. Sorry about that. It was a lovely gift.
Yeah.
But yes, that's... Oh, no, hold on a second. I also share a Rose Gold Daytona on Oyster Flex.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But I can't technically call that mine.
No, you can't.
To be quite honest with you.
No.
But I do wear it. Shaken is on my list. Love his watches. Yeah, they were pretty incredible. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so TikTok, that's where we were. If you get past the Dr. Pimple Popper. Dr. Pip, yep. Easy for
Maybe
you to
watch
say.
that as well, because that's quite fun.
Yeah.
If you're into someone picking spots.
Yeah.
But
nice. You're now on it, aren't you? You're like, for some reason, we've gone for a new target audience of, I don't know, 20-somethings and 30-somethings who are avidly watching TikTok. And
yeah, I mean, listen, TikTok's probably the biggest platform at the moment.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. So, no, we just do what we do.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Have fun doing it.
TikTok, wasn't he a Spencer-sized Bond villain? Yes, Mr. Bond. Yes, Mr. Bond. There we go. Okay, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to give Kaylie an upvote, because Kaylie wants all the thumbs up in the air she can get. Don't you, Kaylie?
In the air.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Guys, once again, of course, if you do have any questions for us next week, well, we won't be here. I'm sad to say.
Yeah, sorry, there's
We've
no show
tried to
next
keep
week.
this going all the way through the summer, but unfortunately, we are all away next week, aren't we?
We are.
We are. Unless Spencer shows up on his own, which could be one hell of a show to watch. He went solo, but that was solo with you.
Yeah, he wasn't solo.
So Spencer, if you happen to be around next Monday, there's a reason why. You're doing a show, aren't you?
Yeah,
next
we're doing
week?
a trade show in Wales.
Tell me about this trade show.
So it just happens every year for other traders and like jewelers and stuff. And this time it's in Wales.
In Wales?
In Wales.
Wales, boy. So how many of the team are going down there?
Just 3 of us.
Just 3 of you, and it's not open to the public, is it?
No.
So that's always been a sort of a vertical of the business, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Spencer's done that for years.
Yeah. So all the trade shows, and I believe that whilst he's down in Wales, he's going to be doing a little something with
a little
meet up with Paul Thorpe, isn't he, next Monday? Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be one to watch. Keep your eyes peeled, guys.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to say is, if he's back in time next Monday, I think he should do a live broadcast. Mm-hmm. And if he's not back in time, I think he should do it from the car. Because he won't be driving, will he?
No.
No, he won't be driving.
No.
So I think he should do a live broadcast from the show. If you'd like to see Spencer do a solo show from his car on the way back from Wales... I hope he doesn't
get travel sickness when it's driving and recording himself. Might be sick everywhere.
Yeah, there we go. So that's it. That's it from us for this week. Guys, it's been great having you join us on a Monday night. If anybody's seen Spencer Dryer, please post him back to us. We'll gladly pay for the postage.
Keep him.
Do you think it's a mystery? Was that Spencer Dryer in the chat?
I don't know. I might actually ring him, because I don't like that scary.
What, that someone else is Spencer Dryer?
No, but also the fact that we believed it straight away.
Who would want to be Spencer Dryer?
No, but we believed it, and we were...
Because it's the sort of thing he'd say, are you coping without me?
But he's never commented before.
Ever. He doesn't know how to open a YouTube account.
No, he struggles to even be on the Zoom.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting. We'd like to give a big shout out as well to the 100%ly brilliant Kimberly, who's been doing a far better job than James has ever done in his life.
Girl power.
Girl power. She's done fantastic. Thank you very much. Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police. Guys, it's been great having you along. Kaylie, you can do the shit outro. Over to you.
Oh, but you done the intro. What is...
What do you mean, what is it?
If you haven't dealt with it, okay, got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Got it in your head?
Yeah.
You sure? All right, off you go.
So, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you in a few weeks' time.
Bye.
Bye now.